Prioritize asking this kind of questions at the very beginning of your talking stage with someone you just met online, whom you are looking forward to or hoping that something serious will come out of it. Hello, my name is Winnie. Welcome back to my channel. And I put down some of the questions that you need to ask and in a talking stage, let me put it like that. And before I give myself all the credit, allow me to also thank Maria, who also helped me to put down this to be able to present to you, my people. So let's go. The first question that you want to ask, and why I'm saying it has to be at the very beginning or the initial stage of your talking, is because you want to put up a foundation and know the nature of relationship you're entering into, and also not to just assume that what you want is what somebody else wants. So let's go. The first one, what do you want out of this relationship? Some people, when they say, I don't know, I'm not sure, please take it as they say they are not sure. So if you want to continue talking, just know they did not commit in any way. So I am not sure is I am not sure, and take it as it is, and don't try to make someone who is not sure to be someone whom you want to be, who you want them to be. You can never change a human unless they want to change themselves. So that is why reading like a profile or a bio is very important. So what somebody wants out of a relationship is very, very crucial, because they will be already signing up or telling you the direction in which they want to take the relationship. And that's why I always say, when you start a conversation based on maybe, for instance, sexual or intercourse discussions, that is the direction you are taking it. If it starts with you're beautiful and talking about your body, that is where the direction or the kind of relationship, that's where it's channeling itself towards. So second question, what happened in his or her last relationship, and or why did they break up? You want to know whether they are still married, whether they are still separated, or the divorce has been finalized. Allow me to also say initially, before I continue, you're not going to do this type of questioning as an interview. This is a conversation and not an interrogation room. So make sure that you find a way to make this question look as friendly as possible and not an interrogation one, just to want to know. And you can come up with the examples from your friends, from someone else, and as you're talking, and you're not going to put all these questions together within like, hello, yeah, these are the questions I have to ask to you. Find a way to bring topics related to this based on examples of what you've had out there, or share some experiences of friends or people you've met on social media, or something you watched and it made you want to ask them. Okay, so I was on this live stream, or I was listening to this podcast or whichever, and a lady met a white person, for instance, if you're like interracial relationship, and it turns out the lady did not put out exactly what she wants, neither did the man, maybe, for instance, and it ended up in chaos, because then the lady realized after 6 months of talking that the person was not legally divorced, and so the relationship cannot go ahead, for instance. So if you say something like that, you tell someone, this makes me to really want to know if you are still married, if you are still single. You kind of mentioned that you are in the divorce process. How is it going? What are your plans after that? Make it clear. The next one, if you want children, and how many? You know why you need to ask that question, but you cannot just shoot it like, do you want children? No. You need to ask because maybe, do not assume that anyone who want to enter into a relationship may be serious from the first question that they want to have kids. And you cannot assume that just because you want kids, you will make decisions, such kind of decision on your own without involving your partner or someone you want to make a life with. And you have to find a way to know whether what you want is mutual or it's just what you want and you think that you can take care of it. Do not go with this notion nowadays of someone just meeting a stranger, first meeting they get pregnant and they assume that the person will be held responsible. Personally, I feel like if you made a decision of being pregnant on your own by a stranger who came to meet you for the first time, you did not sit down to discuss whether he wants a child or not. You should be obligated to take care of the child and you should not even disturb that person and start start calling them deadbeat. Don't call someone who did not ask you to have a kid with them, or did not put it in writing or in agreement with you, or making it obvious. Just you think that the sex was great, deserved some kid like. Please, my dear sisters, especially my dear sisters, and especially my sisters from the African country, this is really for you. I want to cry out for you, please. The next one is, what is your financial situation? You need this because of reasons as such. Number one, you will ask questions like whether they are willing to relocate, whether they even have the ability to, what is your own financial state and what is his, and in case you want to relocate or even him moving to your country, are you in a position to take care of your lives? At the moment, everything just seems revolving about love and lust and just feeling good about each other, but there is life after sex. Shall I put it that way, point blank? There is life after intimacy. There is life after I love you and I love you too, and we met and we come to meet. Did he save to come and see you and he will have to save for the next 2 years? If it is not possible, are you yourself in position to be able to go and see him and start a life? Ask about financial ability for someone to be able to see you in person. This way, it is easier for you. Don't come after 6 months asking questions about, I met someone and after 6 months we are not able to go ahead with the relationship because we are stuck financially. If so, ask him what his plans are for the next 5 or 10 years. Does he have investment plans? Does he have some savings? Does he have any idea how he can walk out of this financial situation? So that is where the fifth question, where does he or she see himself or herself in the next 5 to 10 years? This will tell you the kind of cows you are talking to. I call them cows. If you talk to a woman and ask her, what do you want in your life? And you are a person who is investment oriented, someone who is family oriented, and someone is talking about, being in Bali, going on vacation, you already know the kind of person you're talking to. If a man says, I don't know, I'll see about it, you already know what you're entering into, right? So this brings the next question, what are the expectations on the finances as a couple? Is he a 50-50 person? Ask him point blank. This is not something you need to beat around the bush. Ask him. I hear some people from another country saying, I want a woman who will take care of 50-50. Are you what are your takes about this? Then, what about the family going to be an issue about? How does your family take it? Have you ever dated out of your race? How did your family take it? That is the point where you will realize someone can fight for you, or you are going to fight for yourself even if you have him. Personally, if you're having an interracial relationship, you have to ask someone his takes about. He could even be marrying you and he's racist himself, or he's not going to fight for you. There are different religious beliefs, different beliefs about the kind of interracial relationship we enter into, or even local. So just ask if he has his own savings, what is the take on 50-50, and what his family thinks about. And it doesn't matter what they think about, but what is his take about? How far can he go for his woman? How can he protect? But also remember, some people will give you what you want to hear before, by the time you meet them in person, you will realize they are not able to fight. So action going with words, even written in the Bible. How about relocation to another country? That way you are able to know and look at your finances versus his. Like I mentioned earlier, is it something that is going to be feasible for the two of you to relocate? What are the finances? What are his country's requirements for the proof of funds and other requirements? Check his criminal records. Let him give you the records. Make it known to you whether he's just saying yes to continue the relationship, or this is something that he's able to do based on even his own records. Is he able to bring you or move you or relocate you or come to your country yourself, or he is not even allowed to leave his country? What are kind of friends he have? What are the kind of friends he have? Will he allow you to meet your friends? Because show me your friend, I tell you whom you are. What are the kind of stories he tell you within? You don't have to ask him. You will listen to how he reasons it. And what are the deal breakers, the thing he or she does not like, so that you are able to know. And how important is sex to him and to you? Look about the sex life of them also. It's very important. Don't just go and someone does not care about sex. Someone thinks that they should have sex the whole day when you cannot. You have to be sexually compatible too. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know what you'd like me to address or where you want me to clarify on. Thank you for listening. My name is Winnie again. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's continue growing this channel.